So in order to understand the schema class better, which will give us the let's list the field names that we have here. Okay, let's understand the what is the schema class and how we can use it. We have gone through the slide. I told you that how you can access, but there are a lot of maps and structures. So one of the ways to use it is, let me show you the example here. Like say, let me go to anonymous block. So now suppose I want to list the fields. Okay, suppose I want to list the fields that we have. Let me just open up anonymous block again. Sorry. And let me just paste this code here. Let me show you what I am writing here. Basically, in the first line, I'm creating a map of string and some data type called as schema as object type. And it is a map, okay? And it is going to directly call the schema class dot get global describe. What it is going to do is it's going to give me a complete set of S object types and strings map, okay? Now it will give me all the objects, okay? And it will fill up this map. Now within this map lies another map of fields. Obviously within objects there are fields. Yeah. Within object there are fields. So within the map there are so within the map there is a map of fields for each of this object. So first you get a map of object, each account, contact, all the standard and custom, and within that for each it gives you a map of fields. So how to get the map is within this map you have to search for that particular object and further call some methods within this. If you do, this map has got some methods, schema map dot get describe dot fields dot get map. So you gotta get the map of fields within the each object. So if you specify account, it will give you the map of fields. Now once you get this field map, you can go through the field map, loop through it, and you can get something called as sfield.getDescribe. Sfield.getDescribe again returns a kind of a map, okay, or map of property object. It's a returns a property called as dfield object. Within the dfield you have n number of properties of the field, okay. Now if you just check this, so these are, so you can use this dfield to find whether it is accessible, what is the data type, what is the default value, okay. It gives you a n number of field level properties. You can get the length and get the data type, okay. So all this, whether it is accessible, whether it is auto number, everything you can get over here, okay. So this will basically, first you get a map of S objects, and within that you get a map of fields, but only the syntax is a little complicated here. Once you get a map of fields, you can loop through the map of fields and it gives you a field object dot get describe, which you can use to get the values. So let us run this. So what we're going to do is we just want the label and name, okay, API name. So let's execute this and see what's happening, what's going on in the log. So let's check this log. So now if you see here, it is showing you all the fields from the account object, all the fields, including the API name. Shows you the label and API name. So this way the schema, you can extend it, it's a very powerful way to check at runtime if a field is accessible or no via from the profile, okay, for that user. So you can use this schema class for that. The next one that we will look, so please understand this part. The next one that we will look is what is the JSON class. So now suppose you create a contact. Insert C, and now you want to serialize it and send it across to some integration object or something. What you do is JSON, you call the JSON class, and you can either generate it or we will serialize this, okay. We're going to serialize this class and let's see how this looks like, okay. So first we will see the normal object and then we'll see the serialized object. So now this is going to create a JSON string, serialized JSON object from the S object data. So now if you see both, let's see both, okay. So we are creating a new contact, we are seeing the object record, and then we are going to serialize this and see how it looks like. So let's execute this. Let's go to the debug log and let's take a look here. So this is the first one. This is how the object is, the contact object, but when it gets serialized, creates a JSON object. Okay. So this JSON object you can pass to other methods which accept JSON to third party and all that. So this is the other one with the JSON class. So these are two important classes that you will be using in addition to the batch Apex. Okay.